Welcome back to Divine Chess. My name is Devin. I might sound a little beat up and breathy during this video. I just ate some substantially hot peppers, one of the yellow ones, and I do that for concentration. It's a great little cognitive booster. I'm playing a player named Godsownchild. We're playing on Gameknot, 3-minute time control. Interesting name. Potentially he's a religious nut, or I don't know, it's kind of a cool name. So let's see where this goes. We start with my favorite opening. I love pinning down this pawn here and threatening to offend the pawn over here and take the rook. It's a great little pin down. He's defending it, and here's where it comes down to some simple mathematics. And in chess, you're always going to want to see a few moves in advance. That's what they always say. Got to see a few moves in advance. Well, I've seen this situation plenty of times, so with me it's simple math because I know it so well. And we get a strike going here. Now, this would appear that I'm sacrificing my horse to take the pawn, but that's not really true, of course, because then I check him and there's really nothing he can defend this check with unless he moves his queen, which would open it up to having his bishop taken. And there's probably better moves than the one he makes now. I know there is, for a fact, but he does that anyway, and it checks him. And it turns this into what's going to be a more substantial loss. This is a bad move as well because he's brought his bishop forward when he would have done much better to delegate some of the defensive responsibility to the horse here, because it would prevent the following move where I now also wind up taking his rook over there. So he keeps going and he does something deceitful here. He sidesteps his king, opening up the line over here for his rook to strike my bishop. I see it coming. Try to remember we're moving fast, so it's very easy to overlook. And I decide to get my bishop out of the way, thinking I might put him to use later. But he seems to be doing pretty well attacking it, so I have to rethink that move. This would have been annoying if he'd set through with that. So I decide to move my pawn a step forward, forcing him to retreat his horse, allowing me to then defend the pawn, and at the same time, simultaneously, I'm attacking his pawn over here now. He sees it, so he backs it up. I bring my horse forward. He brings his horse into this position, which is annoying, frankly. So, and he knows it. I castle anyway, because I'm seeing the value of being able to take this line here. He can now check me if he wants, which it's not immediately dangerous, but something to bear in mind. Unexpectedly, he tries to take my horse and succeeds, but trading probably is not what he wants to do at this point, and it's not what I would do. Okay, so right from this point I can take his pawn. Instead, I decide to double up on my d over there on that side. Now he checks me. I move aside and he takes it. He wins a pawn, but then loses the victory right then and there, and he's traded with me again, essentially, which now leads him to quit the game because this doesn't look like he's got a chance. It was a nice game. It was strategically interesting, and it shows that brewing up your own little formulas in terms of calculating and luring players into situations you know well that are awkward on the board are just, it's a very golden way to get some victories in on the chessboard. So thank you for watching, and by all means, play chess. Play it often. Train your brain, and play it online on Gameknot. They've got a pretty good blitz situation that you can just jump right into at any moment of the day. It's a little addictive, frankly. And or play some real people. How about that? Okay, cheerio. Have a nice day. Take care. See you again soon.